we can get right into it. Is this your first interview since your UFC fight? Because I can't find any other interviews of you.
One second. Почему нет интервью? Oh, so only one time I spoke with I speak with one guy, and he asked me, "Can you talk with me?" I say yes. Just one time, yeah, one time.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen that.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't know how to really get into it, but of course, there's a lot of controversy surrounding your UFC fight and your UFC record. Do you want to maybe help us get started about talking about that? Is there anything you want to say about, the whole controversy?
Это переводить. Oh, this is long history. So, okay, I try to explain for you. So, I'm striking. I'm training a long time Muay Thai, maybe 7 years. So I'm start fighting MMA from 18 years old, professional. So I never have professional team. I never have coach. I'm training myself all my life. I start fight and I lose first fights. I have record 0-2. My name is original Artur. So this fight was in Ukraine, maybe 2014 years, and I lose 2 fights. I fight welterweight 77. No wrestling, no jiu-jitsu, nothing. But this fight was like no professional, like amateur and professional half, so 50-50, like 2 rounds for 3 minutes. And after this situation, I go to China. I live in China 2 years, about 2 years. So my record, I don't care about my record, because this was like for just for money, for money, because I was so young. I don't have like stability salary. I just training myself. So when I start fight in China, one second, my English is как сказать, что я это было потом. Okay. So when I live in China, I lose fights for money, because in China I never have manager, so I just have like some tournament, but they say you have to lose because you in China, you tourist, this is Chinese guy, so this is respectfully. So I say no, I want to fight, I need victory, I want to win, but in China have special rules, for Chinese guys have to win, So yes, I have maybe 3 or 5 fights for lose, but I don't understand what is Sherdog, I never know what is Sherdog, what is typology. I just fight and give neck for guillotine, like for armbar, for like this.
Yeah.
So when I start 20 years old, I'm thinking about UFC. I think, wow, I want to fight UFC one time. This is my dream, because I watch UFC, I watch John Jones, Conor McGregor, and say, wow, it's good. But I cannot fight in MMA. I don't have good record, and I don't have nothing, So one time, I think, okay, I can change my name. I can change my surname, because I have second father. My first father, he's died. So I take name like nickname Askar, and my first name Shatkov, my last name Shatkov, and Mozharov. This is my last name from second father. So I'm start do record. 1 win, 2 win, 3 win, 5-0, because I understand. I don't want to lose for fight, lose for money. I want to make career, make career for me. I want to make my dream. I'm start fighting, and I go to fight in Philippines and Thailand, Chinese, Ukraine. Of course, I have losses in MMA, but this is no, that's my mistake. For like I take fight before 2 weeks, any opponent. So because I don't have smart road, how to fight, how to training, who is my coach. So they give me fight, okay, I'm ready. For example, Habib Nurmagomedov, right? He make record 15-0, he go UFC.
Oh yeah.
Why? Because he from family sports, his family sport, his father coach. They make record in professional in Ukraine, 15-0. After he get debut, he do so smart, I never do so smart. I do like they give me fight tomorrow, okay, I'm not training, I go. Because I had good opponents, I'm losing for good opponents. I know drill record, I know drill wrestling, I know drill jiu-jitsu. I just training Muay Thai, So what's happened after? I go to USA. I meet with one guy. His name is Tiki, my friend, my manager, my brother. I told him, bro, I want to fight UFC. I want to try. I have dream. My record 25 wins, 7 losses. This is my original record, 25 wins, 7 losses. So can I try? He said, okay, we can do. Because you're good, you look so good, your tattoo, your beautiful fights, beautiful highlights.
I agree, man. I agree. I'm with you the whole way.
Thank you. But he called me. I had fight in bare knuckle. I win. After this fight, he say, Askar, I want to give you contract with PFL. What do you think about this? I say, oh, PFL. I would like fight UFC, but okay. So I signed contract in PFL for $1 million for light heavyweight tournament.
Right.
And before I cut weight and before next night for fighting, I have staph infection. I lose too much weight because my weight is so heavy, like 235 pounds, I think. So I lose a lot of weight, and I have staph in the ear. So I say I can't fight tomorrow. I feel so bad. So, and my fight was canceled in PFL. I have no good relationship with Ray Sofo because he was so angry. He said, "No, what you do? Why you no fighting?" But I say I don't want to risk because I feel so bad. Staphylococcus. This is no joking. I go home. I have like operation my ear because I have infection. And next week, my manager Tiki called me and say, Askar, I have good news for you. You want to fight in UFC? I have opponent for you. It's Ben Rothfield. Ben
Rothwell, the heavyweight?
Yes, wow. Heavyweight. I say, oh yes, I'm ready. I don't think about, I'm no training, my weight not so big. But 2 problems. I don't have visa P1 for fight UFC because PFL my visa P1 canceled because they was angry. And I say true. I use like supplements no good for like this not like steroids. This is like supplements from pharmacy, but cannot fight. You have to be clean.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
So I told true, and they give me 6 months or 9 months for cleaning, and they give me contract for 4 fights. So okay, So about my fight in UFC, right? Do you interest? What's happened? Okay. Have to explain this. So okay, they give me opponent along the main field. So my manager asked me, Askar, do you want to fight with him? I say, yes, I'm hungry because I know fight already 1 year, you know. So, but I can say him, you know, no, bro, he's so strong. Give me more easy guy because no, he guy is fresh, he's good. But I know choose opponent. They give me, I say okay. So I go to Thailand. I looking some guys who help me with fighting for prepare for fight. So I don't have coach, but I wait him from Dagestan. He promised come. He say, okay, Askar, I coming next month. We will training for UFC. So next week, news: Ukraine Star War. So you know, I was so shocked. You know, like what's happened? Why war? So my family call me and say, my mama called me and say, Askar, so now we have to go to Europe because in Ukraine, terrorist. In Ukraine, every day rocket coming, every day sirena. So, you know, I was so worried. I have stress, you know. So they moved to Germany. I'm little relaxed, but many people call me and say, Askar, help me with money, help me with eat. We don't have eat, we have problem because no work, everything closed. It's this fucking sirena every day. And I can't focus for fight, you know, because everyone go to home to Ukraine for protection country. You know, for example, Yaroslav Amosov, you know, champion Bellator Ukrainian guy, welterweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I see my friend go to Ukraine for protection country, and I call my manager and say, bro, I can't fight right now because I feel, you know, I feel so sorry, my friends in Ukraine and my country, I have to go to war. And he say, no, Askar, you have to fight because this is your career. If you go home, you no help, you die, you can do nothing, you know. I'm thinking about a couple days and say, okay, I sign contract with UFC with this fight along the main field. Okay, I go. So what's happened next? I don't have corners. You know, I don't have team because my team from Dagestan, and you know, Russia cannot go with me because my flag Ukrainian, my coach from Russia. This is impossible. This is problems, you know.
Yeah.
So I go fight on myself. I just call my friends from Dubai. They coming just for corner me because I'm training myself without these guys, without coach. You know, I have couple guys. They help me with little wrestling, with jiu-jitsu, sparrings. That's it. And I go to UFC. I take my girlfriend because she's my best friend. She helped me every time, and so yes, we go to cut weight. What's happened next? 1 second, let me translate. Как сказать, что я чуть пожадничал и ну, этот человек сделал этот хайп? Я не могу так общаться на русском, неудобно вообще перевести. Ну, что все изменилось, все это с рекордом.
Видишь, с тем, кто увидел эти новости, все.
Ну, как они случились, надо объяснить.
Что я попросил добавить еще один друг, кто не было.
Okay, I try to translate myself. So yeah, so last week I want to finish my record because you know, listen, I have some fights in topology they didn't put into my wins in topology from China. Chinese, this is very problem country for fight because they never put fight in Sherdog. They never put fight in topology. You put yourself, you know. So every time I call to admin Sherdog and say, please put this fight in Sherdog, put this fight in topology. So sometimes I pay money for one victory because they take money. And I have one fight they didn't put in Sherdog. My friend tell me, Askar, don't care about this, just fighting, forget about this. And I say, no, I want to put my last fight in Sherdog and Typology because it's my victory. This is true. I have proof, I have video, I have everything.
Which one is this? Against who?
Fighting?
Yeah, the fight you're talking about that you wanted to add. Which one is it?
This fight was in China maybe 5 years ago in small promotion, but this victory, this my victory, this my number, my number for win.
Right.
So, and I messaged one guy because I spoke with him. He helped me too much with my Sherdog, with my record, because in China it's difficult put fighting for Typology, because you have events, you're fighting, and victory they doesn't put, because it's not famous, it's not popular like Typology Sherdog in China, only in big promotion.
Yeah.
So I spoke with this guy. And this guy, his friend, admin Sherdog, main admin. And I tell him, can you try to put my victory, my this fight to victory? And this guy, admin Sherdog, he was like so angry. He say, why you have to put? What's happened? Как сказать на русском языке? Я не могу перевести. Не получается. Ну, что он разозлился и решил хайпануть на этой всей хуйне. So this guy in admin Sherdog, he was angry because he say, why Askar every time to want to put something, to remove something. So he see I'm signed contract with UFC. I have fight tomorrow. And he like he make like hype, hype. What's he do? He put my two record. I have record separate. You remember I told you this is record for lose in China because I need to money. I fight for Artur Shatkov. Yeah. I lose Chinese people for money. And I have Askar Mozharov, my record for career. You understand?
Yeah. I mean, the public, we've gotten this story. We kind of know what happened, right? And I understand your explanation of it, right? You started fighting. You didn't have a manager. You didn't intend on having this on your record. You just wanted to fight. You're in China. They tell you to lose. Next thing you know, you have this 0-3 record, right? And you're thinking, okay, well, this is bullshit. They weren't real fights. I got submitted in 1 minute. I'm going to change my name. I'm going to reset things. And that's kind of what we know as the public. And then, of course, this all came out when you came to fight at the UFC. So it's interesting to hear from your perspective. And it's unfortunate that we don't really get to hear your perspective when it all goes down. So I'm really glad that we get to talk today. I guess another question, the next question I have relating to this is, what was your communication like with Dana or the UFC leading up to the fight as this drama is unfolding, and then after the fight, after your loss? What was the communication like between you and the UFC?
It's good. It's good. When after this, I lose because I have so stress, because this guy from Sherdog, he make hype before fight. Why he didn't make this before in PFL when I fight in PFL? They see I fight in UFC and they make like this hype. Oh, Askar Mozharov, he is scammer. He put to record and he make good hype because he have good Twitter. He put any news, Junki MMA, because media is so fast, working. One news and media, so fasting make.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm loose. I call my manager. I say, bro, did you see news about me? Why? What's happened? I can't fight tomorrow. I feel, I feel stressed because, как сказать, мне стыдно.
Shame.
I feel shame, I feel shame. Record 21-12. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So my weight, it's not my weight, it was so I lose so weight. I not recover after cut weight. My weight was 2.5, same like cut, for
Mhm.
2.5. So when I go to fight, I was so burned. I don't feel like motivation for win. I forget about. I think about only my record because they make me so stressed. Because
Yeah.
for example, how to say, tomorrow you have operation. You're a doctor, right? You're a doctor. You have very seriously operation, and your friend tell you, bro, look news about you, and you open news and you see this is chirurg. It's so bad. He killed one mother, for example, right? He do operation. He kill people. What's you think? You have stress, right? You cannot do operation. You feel big stress. I feel same. I don't have power. I don't have recovery after cut weight. When I lose, because did you see my fight?
I did. I watched it live. I had a couple dollars on you. Only a couple dollars, so not a big deal. But I remember your fight. I remember thinking, okay, here's this guy coming in. I think I saw the 25-7. I had no idea about any controversy. I saw how you looked, your record, the Ukrainian guy, Alonzo Menifield, kind of up and down, not as hyped of a prospect. I think I had like $5 on you, so I remember your fight.
And two problem why I lose. I think Alonso he's striking. If he was strike, we can show beautiful fight like 3 round, maybe 2 round. He do wrestling first round. He did wrestling. I think he is. This is his like program, like game plan. I don't know because when I saw him fight, I know he's boxer. He is wrestler. He's striking like me. And he go do wrestling. I don't have power for push him to like stand up. So he's so heavy. He was so heavy. I was so slim. So two point how much pounds I was? 2.5 pounds.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because you didn't even lose badly in the sense that you didn't seem to take a lot of damage. You seemed fine, right? You were just in the crucifix. You weren't, able to defend yourself. So you would think that you get another chance in normal circumstances, right? Like you lost the position, you lost the fight, let's give him another couple fights. So that was my question is, have you spoken to the UFC or what? I'm sure you have. What communication was there between you and the UFC after the fight?
How to say, after the fight, I spoke with my manager and I say, bro, so I know I don't fight anymore. I don't want fight anymore in MMA. He say, why? What's happened? Don't worry about this. This is your first fight in UFC. Don't think about record. Don't think about this bullshit media. So you have to fight. You can fight 185 pounds. No problem. You can go middleweight if you want. I say no. I feel so shine. I feel so before debut I was so hungry. I was so hungry for fight. I have goal. I have my dream. After this trash, what I see, I lose my everything. I lose my dream. I lose my motivation. So actually, UFC give for contract for fighting, 4 fights. But I spoke with my manager and I say, please, can you talk with Dana and say I have big problem right now with myself, my mental. I think about war in Ukraine. I'm thinking about what's happened after my record. So I don't want to fight anymore. And he say, okay, I will talk. And next day he say, okay, Askar, we can do like without problems, everything. Both UFC and you, we can break up contract. You can, but if you want to back, let me know. So maybe you can think, maybe you need to time. So already 1 year, 10 months after my fight. So I'm still don't interest fight UFC and MMA because I lose my hunger. I lose my motivation in MMA. Right now, I feel, I'm training myself. I'm thinking about maybe boxing because I like boxing. I don't like wrestling. It's not my style. And it's Dana White give me bonus $3,000.
Oh wow.
I don't know why. Maybe for this hype, maybe for this show, because
How much did you say?
3,000.
3,000. That's because that sounds like the not the Reebok, it's Venom, right? Like the promotional pay. Could have been
No,
that.
Venom and Crypto.com. It's different
Okay.
bonus. This
Okay.
is bonus was next month.
Oh,
Next
like
month.
yeah, we've all heard about the behind the scenes about like discretionary bonuses and how Dana, takes care of people, but 3,000 is a little bit, lower.
I saw video in your channel, your channel video about me, about my record, about my career, and I see it's comment people. I want to say I not liar, I don't liar. If I have record 12, 20 wins, 12 losses, my manager still signed me with UFC because he saw me in good talent, in talent. He said, Askar, you have you beautiful fight. You fighting no boring.
Yeah.
You show good spinning kick. You show good, your amazing style. So it's record. It doesn't matter for fight, go to UFC. Before, I think you need to have record 10-0, 15-0. You trust me, if I want, before, I can do 10-0 right now. Again, I can make new Sherdog, new record, and make 15-0. I just beat guys easy and make, but I don't have goal fighting UFC and MMA anymore, So what I want to say, yeah, I'm not liar. This not was my plan to change record and go to UFC. Everybody know about I have two Sherdog, but this is Sherdog first when I lose. This is I make separate, separate. And this guy, when I fight for next day in UFC Apex, this guy from Sherdog, what's he do? He remove my wins in Sherdog and he put lose from old Sherdog. He removed about 3-5 victories. I have 25 wins. And he say, he message me. He don't say, Askar, let's talking about your Sherdog. Why you have 25 wins? What's happened? He do himself. He put me like liar, like scammer, like I don't know. I don't know how to say. Bad man. 1 second. Что? Yeah, and you remember after UFC, I have problem with steroids.
I don't know about that actually.
Yeah, so after UFC next week, USADA call me, USADA, anti-doping.
Yeah.
And say, Askar, you have positive tests. What's going on? Like, what's happened? Why you have? I say, what? I clean 1 year. It's impossible. So I don't have proof, but I say, hey, you can check me again, or if you have, machine layer. I say, if you have machine layer for checking, I'm ready because I'm not liar. I know use nothing.
A lie detector test.
Yeah, so USADA spoke with me maybe 3 times in Zoom, and they believe me. I don't have нарушения.
Askar got letter from USADA that it was okay. It was not like big amount in the blood.
Right.
It's possible that he didn't do it. Like
right.
Maybe he eats something, or maybe someone. But we think that someone did it because last 10 tests, Askar did clean. So for last 4 months before fight, he was fully clean. So it was
много событий случилось, слишком.
Yeah, and it's a lot of like with Sherdog, with this situation with steroids. So we don't know why it's happening.
Кто-то заказал money.
Yeah.
I think some people pulling me from UFC because he does happy I fight in UFC. this is crazy. This is impossible. I never use something bad supplements because I'm waiting 10 months. I was cleaning every day, you know. I never use something something like anabolic or something drops, because I know if I have to check, I not get my money, and I don't want bad reputation, you know, about me. But this is situation with scam, share dog, and doping test. It's too much, you know. It's too much negative about me. This is bullshit. Number one.
Well,
This
hey,
is,
you're you're 1 year younger than me. You are what, 28 right now? So you can go ahead and start a new career, right? I mean, that's the real way to reset your record, is you go to a new sport. You don't have to change your name. You can just start from scratch in a whole new sport. So are you thinking about glory? Are you thinking about bare knuckle? Because what's really awesome about 2023 is you have all these options. We've talked about like PFL and other organizations. Maybe if you ever need to go back to MMA, there are other places that pay a lot of money. You've got bare knuckle, you've got glory. I mean, glory is not too big in the US, I would say, but worldwide, I think they're able to pay their guys if they're able to get to a certain level. So what do you think your game plan is?
you know, usually kickboxing, it's I don't like. First, it's pay no good money, and I don't like big loss. And so yeah, it's bark knuckle. It's I would like, because I have already one fight. I spoke with I signed contract with first round management, you know, in Miami.
Yeah,
they give me contract, and they say we will looking fight for you in bark knuckle. You can try, you can try. Why not? I'm say yes, okay, because I'm good striking. When I go to fight MMA, everybody's scaring me fighting strike. Everyone go to takedown. You know, it's takedown. So it's I would like fight, you know, like in stand out, you know, in stand up.
yeah.
I love how to say, I love fighting in kicks, knee, elbows, boxing. I don't like wrestling. And when I lose bad position MMA, when I lose in TKO, I lose because my back so pain. You know, I have problem all my life in my spine. So I cannot I cannot drill good wrestling. I cannot do jiu-jitsu. When I go ground, I have pain every time. So my losses was only in the ground. If you see my fights, my fight was losses only in the ground. Nobody give me take in knockout. Nobody. I never lose knockout in MMA. Only ground, TKO, and submission, because my spine. 1 second. I don't know how to say English, but you know, this when this go outside and
It's
touch
discs.
nerves.
Yeah. I'm
I have
forgetting
to
the
do
term,
so.
but like, dislocated
So
disc or whatever it's
I have
called.
10 years. I have 10 years this problem, and doctors say you don't need surgery, operation. You need to do like special exercise. I did, but when I do wrestling too much, my spine also is bad. So for me, MMA, it's make me big problems. You know, I don't want to lose anymore.
Got it. I was looking at some
Yeah.
highlight videos of you, and I saw you were training with Ion Kutelaba. I was wondering if you train with any other big fighters that we would know.
Oh, a lot of fighters. Yoel Romero in Miami. Rampage, Хaritonov Sergey, Hamzat Chimaev, Anatoly Malykhin, champion 1FC, one championship. It's a big guy, heavyweight champion. I don't remember. It's a lot of people. It's Marvin Vittori, Johnny Walker. I spar with him a lot of time.
Cool.
Yeah, huge people.
It's cool. It's such a small community. It's really crazy how like everyone has trained with each other basically, or roughly like 2 degrees of separation. I mean, bare knuckle would be really cool. I was pulling up the card because I'm sure you've heard they have Mike Perry versus Luke Rockhold, Chad
Yes.
Mendez versus Eddie Alvarez. I mean, there's some other fights too on that card that it's not pulling up, but like they're putting on these big shows that are going to get a lot of pay-per-views. So I think it would be really awesome to see you in like another big show, man. I mean, I like your highlights. You've got the personality. I think you speak well. Um, it's such a crazy controversy. I was looking into it all. I watched the video. I hadn't even seen the video that It's Not Cage Fighting put out about you on the main channel. So I mean, it's a crazy story. I really think it's unfortunate that the UFC kind of handled it the way they did. I watched the Alonzo Menifield interview again, and I mean, there's that awkwardness at the broadcast, and I really wasn't aware at the time, but they took the whole thing as it's disrespectful to have your record altered and to have these wins, and there wasn't any nuance given to the situation or any kind of charitability. No one was trying to see your side and your perspective of it. So I think it is valuable to go ahead and go out there and get it from you.
Что он говорит?
Too many words.
1 second. Yes, too much words. Yeah, you know, it's what's media say? Media. Askar was fired from UFC.
Yeah, fired. Yeah.
Fired. So they don't say Askar go himself. No, they say fired from UFC. Of course they don't say about me good true, you know.
Yeah.
No,
it's interesting.
UFC never fired fighters after 1 lose. Only 4 lose. If you have 4 lose, you fired. But 1 fight is nothing, you know.
Yeah. Well, so Darren Till got released, and I don't know if you follow MMA news super closely, but at first the news was Darren Till released. And then about a day later, he announced that it was his choice and he asked them for it. But that was because he had to go to the media post facto and correct the story afterwards. So that's the exact same thing that happened to you. The media said you were released. You didn't reach out to the journalists, or they didn't reach out to you. No one heard about your response. And when I look it up now, it says you were fired, as you say. That's the word they use.
1 second, very important. Скажи, что люди и медиа сами себе решили, как оно все есть, а меня никто ничего не спросил, как оно вообще было по-настоящему. Можешь перевести?
Askar means that people decided like just what they see, like just picture, but nobody care what inside of the story, like why it's happened. Just you know, people think and media think just liar, but nobody knows the
Just
role.
watch picture, and like как стадо этих.
Like stand.
No, I get it. So I'm curious, did any journalist reach out? Because there's huge names like Ariel Helwani, Luke Thomas, there's much smaller names, and then all the way at the bottom, there's guys like us, who, if I had known about your controversy, I would have reached out. I really just wasn't aware of it. So did anybody reach out to you?
No, only one guy, maybe 6 months ago, he messaged me in Instagram, say, Askar, can I talk with you about UFC? I want to help you. I want to ask yourself what's happened. I want to listen through. I say, okay. And I never see this video.
Yeah, I Googled you. I put in like interview. I was looking at, like when it was posted. I don't see any interviews anywhere. So we're going to make sure this one goes up probably about a week from today.
Yeah, I see your channel is good in YouTube, Twitter. How much you have followers in Twitter?
I don't manage the Twitter. So we actually have 2 YouTube channels. We have the main one that has a lot of subscribers that does the edited videos where it's like the top 10 VIS, and we have voiceovers for those ones. And then we have a separate channel for interviews that we're trying to kind of get going by interviewing more people. So hopefully that'll take off too.
You know, I don't care about people, about media. What's he thinking about me? I'm layer. I know a good person. I know a good fighter. Blah blah blah. I just want to say, like, just true. Maybe I love talking. I love talking. Yes, because people think people listen one size, but second side, he doesn't know what's happened, what's true, So now you, if you don't know, now you know.
I love it, man. I studied journalism in university because I was fascinated with the power of the media and how what the media says influences what you think. And 90% of people will say, I don't watch the news, I don't let the news impact how 100% of people will say that. I don't let the news impact what I think. Then you go, oh, what do you think about the war in the Ukraine? Talking point from the media, talking point from the media. You know what I mean? That's what your opinion is going to be on any topic. And what's really interesting about your story is if you watch the Alonzo Menifield fight and you look at how you were covered in the media after, it's like, this guy's a liar. He had a fake record, end of story. And you kind of have to stop, pause, and think, well, hold on. Did he say anything? What is his side of the story? How would he explain what happened? So I'm glad that we got to do this.
I know the best sportsman outlet. I know the best fighter. But I have losses original. Yeah, I have losses because I get strong opponents, good wrestler. I loses in TKO. I loses in submission. But this is record. It's what been before UFC. This is not true, because all my friends, all my team know about two record. So I don't understand why he was separate. Separate. It's 8 years ago. 8 years ago. It's not last month, not last year. 8 years ago. And this guy from admin Sherdog, he put my record together before fight, before 1 day fight, because he know, oh, okay, I can do this one. This is good hype. This is good hype, It's why not? He don't thinking about me. I'm from Ukraine. I have bad situation in my country. No, he care about only hype, So okay, I can say thank you him, because I maybe he helped me, because I don't want to fight anymore in MMA. now I thinking about business, about my family, about how I will to travel, So MMA, this is different. MMA, this is difficult sport, This is big discipline. This is big hard training, I never have professional prepare for fighting. Never. I training myself. Yeah, of course, I have some coaching. They help me sometime. But UFC, this is another level. This is so high level. You have to be champion. You have to be disciplined. You need to professional to coach wrestling and striking. You need to team professional. You need to sparring. You need to sleep for 10 p.m., not 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So, no, 1 a.m., huh?
Yeah.
Much.
I get you, man.
Yes,
You're good.
So, me, I'm lazy, I'm lazy. Sometime, I win fight very easy. I fight for belt in China with good opponent. His name is Jamie Yang. It's like heavyweight. I win belt. This guy now in China so tough. He #1 in China. He signed contract with UFC right now. He's win a road to UFC. It's like contender, but in Chinese events.
Mm-hmm.
He have to opponent is Tyson Pedro in debut,
Wow.
but he is good. Yeah, you can see fight in YouTube. This guy is so good. Chinese guy. He's #1 in China, light heavyweight. I beat him 2018. So I have good opponents. I win. It's good opponents and tough opponents. But when I win, every time I relax. I know training with my team, with coach, and I go to lose, win. This is not seriously. But UFC, when I go to UFC, I have last fights 5 wins. 5 wins. So this is record. It's 19-12 or 15-14. This guy changed record every day. First day in UFC, when I fight, he was 21-12. Second day, he make he removed couple wins. He made 18-12. Next day he made 16-13. You know, now 15-14. He's crazy. You know, I don't know why.
Yeah, there's a lot of different numbers out there based on like what video you're watching and when, you know, they made their video talking about it. I mean, it's unique. I don't think there's ever been a fighter who's had, you know, their whole record change between, you know, the weigh-in and the walkout and then after. There's some marketability there. There's some uniqueness for sure. But it's unfortunate that your story kind of just got forgotten and blown under the rug. I think it would be good for promoting yourself to talk about this stuff more and to make light of it.
You can open my topology right now. You can ask every fight, lose or win. You know, you can ask everyone, every fight. Askar, this fight you lose for money or this fight you lose really? I tell you true, you know, no problem. Every fight, I know what's happened. So this guy from Sherdog, he removed about 5 wins or more. I don't remember.
A lot more, because you were like 25-7 and now you're at like 15. So I think you took off like 10 wins, right?
10 fights he removed, 10 fights. So yeah, I can, you know, if I want, I can do proof, you know, I can find video, but I don't interest now, you know. So because I'm done. So I don't care about this. But a lot of video was 2017 or 16. Of course, I don't have many video right now because I removed my phone. No, I changed my phone. I don't have a lot of video for my fights. My fights in YouTube, you know. So he removed my wins. He put losses. Okay, I forget about this, you know. I just want to talk and just want to say true what's happened, why. So when I fight in MMA before UFC, nobody care about my record. Nobody. When they give me first debut, record change. You know, because this is good hype. You know, good hype for followers, for views in YouTube, in Twitter. It's, you know, it's. I understand. But I don't fight. I don't want fight anymore in MMA because not because record 15-14. This is not bad record, you know. I know many guys he fight with bad record and they win good opponent like 10-0, you know.
Yeah.
So MMA record, it doesn't matter. It's 5-0 or 10-10. But I lose motivation, you know, not motivation. I lose goal in MMA, you know. So I don't fight. I don't like MMA. I don't like this sport because I'm, you know, I have dream. I have like big motivation, and now I lose everything because when happened this situation in UFC, I don't believe, you know. I say why. What's happened? I do nothing, you know. I'm just training. I just signed contract with UFC. In Ukraine, not a lot of people fight UFC. How much? 3?
Yeah,
no more.
3. Yeah.
Then in Russia, yeah, Russia a lot, but Ukraine, it's. But this is news. It's killed me. First week, I feel so stressed. I was cold. I lose fight, and people think, oh, Askar lose fight because he no good fight for UFC. No, I can be this opponent. I can be him because I was so ready. I was hungry. I was, you know, because I wait fight 1 year, you know, 1 year, and this situation coming last night before fight. When I see this, my friend called me, Askar, what's happened? Why people talk about you? You change record, you fucking scammer, and something like this. I say, what? Why? You know, and I understand this guy. His friend admin Sherdog. I asked, bro, can you help me put this last victory? And many people tell me, Askar, don't care about now. You have fight tomorrow. You can do this after
Yeah.
fight. I say, no, I want to finish this. I need to put my victory in Sherdog. And this guy told him his friend Sherdog, and
Yeah. What
he
we
changed.
call the
He
expression
changed
is
everything. He
yeah,
changed everything.
the expression is open a can of worms. So you're like, hey, change the record, and you opened a whole can of worms.
This was my mistake. This is because greedy. I was little greedy. Oh, I want to more victory. I need to change. I want to change like this. This is no joking. This is seriously. You have fight tomorrow. Why you care about one fight? And my girlfriend, my friend, my manager say, Askar, after fight you can do everything. Now don't care. And I message this guy at Sherdog, please. I make him angry. Yeah, so he changed fucking everything. He put my first Sherdog. Listen, he know already 10 years about this situation. This not for him like secret. This is he know about this situation. I have two Sherdog. He just was angry. He put together everything. My losses, my first Sherdog, Askar Mozharov. I have in China. I have Sherdog special for losers. If they give me fight, I go lose. They pay me, I go lose, because it's like cirque, like show. And this is fight not professional when I lose. This is like just show. But
Okay, I want to make a comparison here because you brought it up earlier, right? You mentioned Khabib's record, and any MMA fan, like a real MMA fan, no one goes, oh, he's 29-0. He's not 29-0. He's got that first like 20 wins that were outside of the UFC, and you go look at these guys' records, they have one fight, it's to Khabib, and they lost. So that's one way to do it, where on paper, you would retire 29-0, you've never lost, you're undefeated. You have, as you said, his sports family. They raised him in Sambo. They managed him properly the whole time. And then you have you, and the elephant in the room for me with MMA, and you said it too, it's the hardest sport. You have to train, you have to pay your coaches, you have to deal with not getting paid very much. As you said, be a champion, go to bed on time, eat right. It's impossible. It's the hardest sport in the world. And you're taking fights for money, and you're trying to do it the right way. You have your fake record and your real record, and these are the fake fights, these are the real fights. It's fascinating. This is so fascinating to look at these different ways of going about it. It's fascinating, man. You're part of history. You're part of like these examples of fighters, and they make it to the UFC and different roads to the UFC. So I think you need to talk more, and it would be cool if you got into something like BKFC and we got to see you more because you got some sick highlights, man.
Yeah, you're right. I do everything so fast, like rush, and I make a lot of mistake, for this situation. This is my problem. Of course, this is not problem admin Sherdog. It's my mistake because if I do first time when I fight MMA so smart, don't rush. Do one step, two steps, three step. I can be make record 10-0, 15-0 like another people. But my life every time, no. So like tornado, everything change. I'm so rushed. I am so. It's my problem, yeah. But for me, MMA was for me like hobby, not for sport, like Olympic, like Olymp sport. I see like training people in Dagestan, so smart, so disciplined. I'm training myself. I don't listen to people. When they give me fight, promotion call me, Askar, you want to fight tomorrow? My coach tell Askar, ready, training. Why you go? No, I go. They pay $1,000. I go. So yeah, I make a lot of mistake for my career, but this is my experience. I don't like this. Is my experience. Everything experience. Do you know? It's a lot of people in UFC. For example, yeah, it's. I don't want to say people. I don't want to say his name. In UFC, a lot of fighters who have like good wins, yeah, and last year only loses. 3 losses, 4 losses. I lose only 1 fight in UFC. I know people who was fired from UFC because they have 4 losses. And no problem, they live, they fighting, they training also, you know. So it's very, very easy to only talking, you know. People can only talking. Who is talking? I think these people like IT, you know, IT people. It's glass, blah blah blah. You shit fighter, you shit fighter, you record. People talking about only record, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody know about have to training to wake up, go to gym, go to sleep, eat fucking rice. You know, you want to eat McDonald's, but no, cannot. You have to eat rice because you need protein. You need to for recovery supplements. Some, you know, people only see like, no, people see only end, not what inside, not your stress. I swear, it's hater never go to fight because he feel here is so scary, you know. Haters. Oh, haters. It's no problem. I don't care about haters because haters a lot, you know.
Wait,
Every fighter. Yeah.
I think we've covered your record and the haters and all that a lot. I have a question. So you're in Malaysia right now. Are you training in Malaysia or why are you there?
Oh no, I was in Thailand 5 months because I can't go to Ukraine right now, so it's difficult time. I live in Thailand sometime because Thailand is my second home. I know where everyone. It's fruits very near, you know, very close fruits, shop, shakes, massage, gym, everything. So, but now I go to Europe. I go to just I move every time, you know. I move. I miss to my country. I miss to my home, but now it's bad situation. Really, it's we waiting when everything is finished and we can go to house. So yeah, one time I thinking, no, one time I thinking a lot of go home and war, you know, because after UFC I feel very stressed and very, you know, it's I don't know what do fight or not. So, but but many people, my friends, my family tell me, Askar, if you go home, you know help your country because you can die. If you have money, help people, you know, help people for for eat, for meal. So that's it. This is the best helping for people, you know. Oh, so
But are you
yeah,
training martial arts in Malaysia or you're not training at all right now?
oh, I know sparring already. After UFC, I have only one sparring.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro, I I don't want to fight MMA. I don't want sparring MMA. You know, if you have machine, if you have machine for special for check what I feel, you know, like put you here like cardio, like if you can feel what I feel,
Yeah.
I think you never training because I feel big stress. You know, I like what I see after fight. Okay, before you see, I was, you know, was like fire. You know, I'm ready. I'm hungry. After fight, what I see internet about me, I have well, like this, you know,
Yeah.
because this is really it's very pain, bro. You know, this very pain. This is no true. I'm training a lot of years. I'm trying to go to UFC. This was my dream, you know. And what's happened? This is situation kill my dream, you know. Kill my dream, you know.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So yeah, after fights, I just have one sparring. Now I training myself sometime. Uh, Many people call me and say, Askar, you want to fight boxing or bare knuckle? Let me know. I say, I will think about this, maybe. But trust me. Now it's my body doesn't want fight anymore, you know, because die everything die, you know, everything die. my energy is there, you know. I just want to travel, see with my mama, my girlfriend, my families, and I don't want, because no, fighting, this is big stress, you know. Every time you have to stress, you think about what's happened, what's people talk about you after fight, you know. This is, you can be crazy, you know, sometimes. Fighting easy, difficult waiting this stress, you know, eat your stress.
Mentally,
Yeah, mentally, yeah. It's difficult. It's very difficult because when you fight tomorrow, okay, for example, when you fight tomorrow, yeah, you worry, yeah, a little bit sometimes, of course. Everyone to worry. You open Twitter, you open and you see every news about you. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Askar Mozharov was change records, now record 19 win, 11 lose. Of course, I'm shamed because I see what's thinking about me, Dana White, you know. Oh, it's Dana say after fight, I don't care about this shit. So if he want to fight, he can fight, no problem. But people message Dana White, hey Dana, fire Askar from UFC. Why? You know, it's people so angry, bro. People so angry.
Like I said, it's a fascinating study of humans, like forgetting that there's always a second side to a story, right? So it's terrible that you're on the receiving end of that.
I thinking you need to off my sounds and put subtitles because my English is very very bad.
It's really not that bad, man. When you talk, you're very good. I think when I'm talking, you're not you're having more trouble understanding me because I talk so quickly. I'm trying to talk less quickly than I normally do.
I don't have experience. I don't have experience good because we talking every day with my language, traditional, with my girlfriend, my mom, my friends. If I drill English, if I go to USA, I will speak every month. So my English much better. I forget some words. I forget some uh, like rules. Yeah, present simple, present continuous time.
Yeah,
So yeah, but I
that's
think
okay.
you need to understand what I mean. Little
You're not bad at all. Like I said, my
10%, yeah.
girlfriend, well, my girlfriend is Russian, so it's her second language is English, and I'm always just amazed at how good she is and how vastly different of a language it is. I speak English, French, and Spanish, which are
Bring
very different than Russian.
no,
So yeah, and it's very funny too, like the way you pronounce
bring
McDonald's.
your.
I'm sorry. I was
You
gonna
can bring
say,
your girlfriend next time. We can talk in professional.
sure, yeah. I was gonna say it's
Yeah.
funny how all Russians pronounce certain American words the same way. Like you said, McDonald's, the way she says it. How do you say burger?
Burger.
Burger. Exactly
Yeah,
how she says it. I love it. It's fascinating to me, language, how we have the word, but when you think from a Russian perspective, oh, that's how you would say it. And then every Russian pronounces McDonald's and burger that way. So I
it's
respect the second language, man.
now in Ukraine. We have rules because it's big trouble, and I'm talking with a Russian from my birth. From I talk in Russian all my life, but in Ukraine now they want to kick it Russian language and talk in Ukrainian. Ukrainian, this is language like little Polish, little bit, same but different. I speak Russian. I speak Russian. Yeah, comfortable, huh? Comfortable speak Russian. Yeah, because talking 28 years Russian.
Yeah.
I know Ukrainian. I know Ukrainian language, but Russian for me it's much comfortable.
Well, hey, I don't know if we should get political at all, but I saw a clip of Zelensky on TV. I don't know if it was like 5 or 10 years ago, but he was speaking in Russian and telling people that they should speak Russian in Crimea and to leave them alone. What do you think about that?
Что он говорит? Can you say again, please?
Yeah. So I saw an old clip of Zelensky before he was the president or whatever it is of Ukraine, and he was speaking in Russian and saying that Crimea, they should speak Russian there, and it's different, and leave Crimea alone, and that's basically Russia. And he was on news, he was on TV saying this like 10 years ago. And I just think it's kind of crazy how someone can just completely switch.
Do you mean Crimea? It's
Crimea? That's how we say it in
Crimea.
English.
Crimea.
Yeah, where the port is, right?
Короче.
One second.
We didn't see those video, but yeah, Zelensky before was like acting, do jokes.
Yeah,
and
a clown.
Yes, yeah, something like that.
But it was a serious interview where his position just a few years ago was that Crimea is Russia. They speak Russian there, and he was speaking Russian on TV. So I don't want to get too political. I'm sure you guys have your opinions. I think it's very hard to get information about this situation, but my God, is it just a crazy situation going on there where we're all just looking at, people dying, a lot of money going over there. No one knows what to do. People can't travel there, but people want to help out. People don't want there to be war. It's a conflict region. I mean, it's really tricky. It's hard. It's a hard thing to talk about for everyone.
But if you see Zelensky right now, I think it's impossible to think that he said before that Crimea is Russia.
Yeah. Zelensky is good president. He really protection country. He helped too much. He don't run from country, like another people. He stand with his people in Ukraine. He bring Biden to Ukraine. He have good relationship with Europe, with England. He amazing president. Listen. Russian people say, "Oh, he was like clown before. He was actor." It doesn't matter what he was before. It's matter what he do right now for people. Actor is no bad, He have great talent. He's so smart guy. He's so smart. Trust me. He good. He have power. He protection good country now, because. I don't know what's happened if we have another president. If we have before president, I don't know what's happened. Maybe Ukraine will lose. Maybe I don't know. But Zelensky, he is good president. Really, he's. I think many countries respect him. Many countries respect him like president, like person.
So how do you think the conflict ends? Do you think that territory goes to Russia, or how do you think this ends?
What do you mean?
How do you think the war would end? Would there be a treaty? What happens to the whole Donbass, Crimea area? How do you think this all resolves?
I hope we will win. Ukrainian win, because we not attack. We never attack. We only protection and God with Ukraine, and God angels with Ukraine, because we are lose too much people. I lose a lot of guys. I know his personality. He fight before. They lose. They die. In Ukraine for protection country, and I hope Ukrainian win, because we are all many years fighting with Imperia. As Russian Imperia. So. I believe this. This is so difficult, but I believe.
Tough stuff, man. Oh, very difficult interview. We haven't talked about anything fun. Let's do a fun question. If someone breaks into your home, how would you deal with it? I mean, you're a knockout guy, obviously, but have you ever had to use your fighting skills outside of the cage? Tell me about that.
1 second. Good question. So actually, I'm good person. I'm not bad. I'm not so crazy.
Peaceful.
But people think if I lose in the fight, in sport, I'm fight no good. Listen, in this fight in the street and fight in the cage, this is different. different. I know a lot of sportsmen who good fight in MMA, good record and good wins. But when you see in the outside, they fucking scary. They, you know, they like, you know, they do nothing, you know, they call to police. If somebody go to my house, listen, this is my house, this is my zone, you know. I don't know. I will beat him, of course. I will beat him. But if I feel if I feel danger to my girlfriend, I kill him, I think so, because he go to my house. I know go to him house, right? He go to my house. So yeah. Maybe I smash him so hard. I never fight in the street. I only beat one time, people go down.
I would imagine. I mean,
did you see that Dana slap in show?
yeah.
Yeah, I do slap. I do only slap people there.
Oh man,
Oh,
would you ever consider that the slap championship? It looks really brutal to me. Most people are not fans.
this is no sport, bro. This is I know that I don't like this. This is no sport. Listen, okay. For example, how much Dana pay for this slap?
Not
I
a
think
lot.
$3,000,
Yeah.
3,000 maybe. Yeah.
They offer that to
Okay.
Spice Lee.
One power in your head, you are asleep. You pay more to hospital, like this 3,000. If
Yeah.
you don't have insurance, you have to pay maybe a lot of money, you know, because one slap is knockout. You cannot fight 6 months. If you see fight in UFC, like 5 rounds, but not knockout. Yeah, you can fight next week. But if you fight and you have knockout, you cannot fight 6 months. This is true, you know, 6 months, because your brain it's have problem. You know, it's fuck. This is crazy. This is not sport. This is show. You know. Yeah. So.
Wait, it was nice talking, man. Is there anything else you want to say to the world?
1 second. Yes, I want.
Go ahead.
I want to say, people, if you want to do like me, like if you want to do like me, scam, call me. I can sell my my courses. If you want to go UFC like me, okay, $100 I teach you.
Okay, I'm glad that you brought this up, man, because I have to tell you a joke that my friend and I were talking about this morning. Because I'm thank you so much for talking to me, and I'm so glad to hear your story. And I'm not trying to make fun of the story at all, but this was my friend and I brainstorming about questions to ask you, and he said, "What if Askar started a charity and it's like Make-A-Wish, right? Like it could be a kid's dying wish, or it could just be like someone who really wants to go to the UFC, and whether or not you work with Dana to actually walk them out to the cage, and it's like a thing, like, hey, you get to do a UFC walkout, or you actually help them fake their record and go fight in the UFC." So anyway, we were trying to work about a joke about how you could totally, as we say in English, like lean into what happened and just make a whole joke or make a whole career out of it. What do you think about that?
Что?
Ну, типа, если кто-то захочет, а ты хотите UFC, ты поможешь ему рекорд поделать, пойдешь с ним, выйдешь с ним вместе.
Yeah, we can do training, you know, 1 week training. have to make, как сказать правильно?
Road to UFC.
Yeah,
The 1 week road to the UFC.
Road to UFC with Askar. Have to make, have to line, have to do. No, you know, I want to say very important. I wish for people be kind, you know, be keen, more kind, kind, because people, you know, people see, people listen. Okay, if you see in Russian TV, almost Russian people, 70%, maybe more, they watch TV and they believe Ukrainian bad people, Russian go to protection Ukrainian country.
Mhm.
This is impossible because my country kill, my country, have terror. But Russian people, they think, yeah, it's Putin is good. He really helped to Ukraine. He go to Ukraine, he helped. So, and people, it's people like zombie, people like zombie in the world. This is one second. So don't need to believe media and news. If you want to know something, you need to ask personal, talking. I understand people cannot call me everyone right now and say, Askar, what's happened? I understand. But now we can show some video, little bit interview. Maybe some people listen another corner,
I love it. Well, hey, maybe we can. I have you, online now. Maybe we can touch base in a few months. Maybe you're gonna have some new stuff to tell us or some fight news, and we can do another interview then.
Yes, sure. We can do
Hey,
this.
thanks so much, Askar, and to your lovely girlfriend. Have a great night over there. Sleep well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night.
Take care, guys. We'll talk soon.
Take care.